Hey guys, LadyLibertyStacker here. It is Wednesday, January 30th, 2019, and it's about 0 outside with the wind chill of 25 under. And what you're looking at is me driving to thrift stores on Monday and Tuesday to do a lot of my sourcing because I knew the weather was going to take a turn for the worse with this volar vortex. Did I say that right? Whatever. Anyway, the things I want you to get from this video are not necessarily what I pick up. I did pick up some cool stuff on Tuesday. I did pick up some nice stuff on Monday too, some things from my store. But I had some really cool stuff that I picked up on Tuesday that I'm going to show you at the end of this video. But the takeaway, as you watch the video, please watch. The more you watch, the more you're going to get from this. It's not so much what to pick up. Sometimes it's what not to pick up and why maybe you shouldn't pick it up. Some of the biggest mistakes I made in 2018 were picking up low profit junk for my store. At the time, I had no idea it was junk. I really didn't. But as I found out, it would sit and it would sit and it would sit in my store and take up space in lieu of other higher profit items. So one of my business model is to try to stick with the bread and butter items like jeans and hats and books, either things that are easy to work with, easy to ship, easy to store, easy to list, and then just look for high profit things, even if they are bigger things like Pyrex bowls or nesting bowls, that kind of thing. I did sell one set last year for $160 shipped. I paid $25 investment at an estate sale. And so I've had a lot of cool sales. And if you want to see a video with those, I can make one. Just let me know. I hate to spend a lot of time in making videos like that if you guys aren't going to watch them. But at any rate, I first went to a furniture store, thrift store, didn't find much. Went to a Savers, and I found some stuff at the Savers, then went to another thrift store to check it out. I didn't like it. And then Tuesday, I went to my Honey Pot and found a bunch of stuff. They had a 50% off sale that day, so a lot of stuff was available to be had. So I hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy my fast driving. It's kind of like a video game, but I try to condense a video to so you guys don't get too bored. Anyway, thanks for watching and stay tuned. Here I'm running through the thrift store when I first start. This is a snow globe. The water isn't clear. It's precious moments. Doesn't do well even at $2.50. I just don't want to bother with it. So we're moving on. And I'm doing a voiceover because of music blaring in the background. They'll give me a copyright strike. Here's some dolls. The doll market is not good. They're slow moving. There's a ceramic tree I missed, but it didn't look good on close inspection. So we're going to continue moving on. And this is the knick-knack section at Savers. And sometimes you find a snow globe. Not too often. Here's some candles, but they seem to be overpriced for... I got a bunch of them at Goodwill, and rummage sales and garage sales are better for candles. So I passed on all those. Okay, moving right along. We're going through the knickknacks. We come to color-coded red section. Nothing here interests me. Glassware has not been doing that well, nor baskets. Even the Longenberger, which had been collectible for a long time. Now we're in the office supply section. Sometimes you can find cassette tapes. You can find batteries sometimes or ink. Not today. Not a whole lot there that I could, maybe you guys see something I missed. Here's a clock. Didn't feel like looking it up. So moving right. Now we're in the coffee cup and mug section. Here's a cute Boo ghost mug. Very unusual. It's really don't know who made it, so I don't know how collectible it is. And there's just initials on it. Could be ceramics class, who knows. I passed. I try to stick with things that I know that are going to have interest and sell for a nice profit point. Here's a lot of Corningware, guys. A lot of these have no lid. I look for harder to find patterns. This one, it doesn't really impress me much. I see it quite often. Same thing, I see cornflower blue quite often. Again, this one doesn't have a lid. I did sell a 3-quart like the one there and the one coming up that had a lid, but it was a bluebell pattern and fairly rare. Got nice money for that one. So generally speaking, if you're aware of them, but they have a limited pattern, they do well. No Bibles today. I look for vintage King James Revised Standard Version and other Bibles like that, NIV, Study Bible. Here's a Catholic Bible. I think it's Catholic. Been sitting there for a while. And they tend to sit. People don't buy them. I just sold one yesterday, though, as I'm making this video. I didn't know that at the time, but they don't go for big money. I think I sold it for $12, $13 plus shipping. So anyhow.
This is my favorite thrift store, one of my favorite. The one I went to yesterday was in a different county, much further from my home, and it was larger, but the stuff was junk.
Tracy, pick up the phone, please.
And this place is pretty sweet. I've already got a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna have to check it over though. Now I'll be checking the whole cart for comps and damage. $50% off, it's $1. I'm done sorting everything in my cart. I'm buying this. I'm taking all that back. Either they were damaged or the comps weren't good, so we'll put them back in the cart. This is a Tommy Bahamas. Couldn't verify if it was a real thing. Size small. Columbia. 3 extra large. Fleece. Not enough comps or information. This is a great work shirt. C.E. Schmidt workwear, but it's not worth my time. It had comps of like $10. Beautiful shirt though. But buy what sells, not what you like. Here is a Wrangler, new with tags. Comps weren't good. Jeans. Go ahead and put those back together. Sweater has a pull on it. It's damaged. Insufficient comps. Too high of a price. A youth hat. They generally don't do well. Jeans. Too much distressing on the bottom. I just grabbed them. This place is mobbed. Too much fraying in the bottom. I don't have time to deal with it. American Eagle. Nice. Until you get to the bottom. A little bit of distressing. Comps were inadequate for both of these. This is a vintage Boy Scouts, but the tag has been ripped out, so not buying that. 2 vintage Bibles had damage. I'm taking them back. Oops. Okay guys, I'm on my way home. Again, today is Tuesday, January 29th, 2019. And I just got done. I was at that store for a good solid three hours. But they have a lot of good stock. They have a lot of things. I found a lot of good stuff. So I will show you that on the next clip here. Once I get everything edited, you probably see it tomorrow or Thursday. Kind of busy week going today and tomorrow. But yeah. So that one yielded a lot of nice stuff. I found the Holy Grail in men's shirts, or at least one of them. And I was just totally flabbergasted that they didn't have it priced more than they did. When I was checking out, the cashier, who I'm on a friendly basis with, she knows me. I've been going there for over a year. She said, "Oh," she commented that she likes to get her son those shirts. So anyway, yeah, I did pretty well. The other store yesterday didn't have nearly the quality merchandise that this one does. This one's a little smaller, but I'm telling you what, I know how it's laid out. I know where I need to be, and I'm totally glad I went. It's just, I don't know. I just made some really killer purchases, so I will show you when I get back. Hey guys, back again. Now I finally have the haul here. This is like the third time I've tried to do this. There's something wrong with the video would not download, so I had to kind of scrap it and start all over. So anyway, without further ado, I'll go ahead and try to get through this stuff as quickly as possible. Picked up 4 hats. All of them real sellable. This one is a trucker hat, R&J Trucking. What I like about it is the embroidered semi on it in different colors. Very cool. American flag and a really nice strap back with buckle enclosure on it, leading the way, and it appears to be new without tags. Doesn't look like anybody's worn it, so that's always a bonus. I paid $1 for that. Paid $1.50 for, no, $2 for this one plus tax. Boston Red Sox hat. Commissioned for Major League Baseball by Cooperstown. No, this one is OC Sports. I think I saw Cooperstown somewhere. Yeah, Cooperstown line by OC Sports. And I've already sold some of these already, so it was a nice find. They won the World Series, so that makes these hats more desirable. You got to be careful, though. I had a New York Yankees hat up, and everybody looks at it, but nobody buys it. There are a million of them on eBay, a million of them. So anytime there's a ton of them, you might just not want to sell that brand. So I won't be picking up any more of those. I'm not a fan of New York Yankees either. Next up is a Cleveland Browns. There's not very many of these online. This is a particularly nice hat. It has a really cool plastic-like logo. Look at that. Totally awesome. And then you have a nice big flat brown brim and then orange underside. It's a $9.50 hat. It's got the New Era $9.50 line. And it's got orange snapback in Cleveland Browns. And one thing I've learned about reselling is snapback is highly desirable. So I try to pick them up whenever possible. And the Browns have a much improved record this year. I think they won 8 games, something like that. I think 7 or 8 games, which was respectable. They were actually for a while in the hunt for the playoffs, but didn't quite make it. But I think it was outstanding compared to their dismal record in 2016 and 2017. Finally, we have a hat, a 2014 National Champions hat from the Ohio State Buckeyes. And this is a Nike swoosh brand. And let me see, it has a logo on here from the National Championship. Their coach, Urban Meyer, he was forced to take an early retirement because of health issues. But he was the most winningest, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, coach in NCAA history, I believe. He won 3 titles down at the Florida Hurricanes or Miami. I know he was some team in Florida or the Seminoles. I think it was Florida Seminoles. I'm not sure. But what makes this one unique is it's got Undisputed on the back and a gold embroidered Nike swoosh logo. It's Nike Team Sport. These have always done well. The comps on this are well. I should be able to get about hopefully 30 to 40, if not more, for that hat. So there we go on that. Then moving right over here, I don't normally like to buy college things, but Notre Dame has always done really well for me. the Fighting Irish, and you get, this is a beautiful fleece, 1/4 zip men's fleece. It's a Champion Eco size large. It's got nice open pockets in the front. Should do real well, size large. So we'll go ahead and move that over here. Next up is a American Eagle Outfitters wool blend, cotton wool blend, color striped sweater. It was made in Hong Kong, size large, I believe. I still have the price tag on it. I paid $1 for that, $1 for this. Yeah, size large. I like it because it's red, white, and blue. That seems to be hot colors right now. And then we have American Eagle Outfitters durable. No, just American Eagle Outfitters. They always do very well. This is a Nordic type of sweater, V-neck, 100% Shetland wool. And it appears to be new because when I look at the tag, there's a tag. Oh, maybe it's not in this one. Well, whatever. It's just in excellent condition, and that should do very well too. Anytime it's wool and in good condition, it sells very well. One thing to keep in mind, other than just brands, materials, washable silk, cashmere, wool, organic cotton, all does very well. Now this one here is Abercrombie & Fitch, extra large, and it is, paid $1.50 for that. I think I paid $1.50 or $2 for that. This is nice because it has an Abercrombie & Fitch spell out right on the pocket. This is either a light blue or a gray and white stripe. Always a nice shirt. Heavy cotton. It should do well for guys that like that casual but dressed look. Now we have a, I paid $9, $4.50 plus tax for this. This is a Woolrich, size large. The tag in the way, I can't. Okay, hand framed in Hong Kong. It's vintage. Gorgeous Nordic type wool sweater. I think it's a wool blend. Just gorgeous. It's got the trim on that. And I want to get that one listed just because it's still winter and very cold out. Very cold today. So that is that one. And then next up is another Woolrich with color block striping. Very 90s. Extra large. 98% wool and good shape. Woolrich always does really well. So moving on. Got a pair of, I'm going to move that over. That's my last thing I want to show you. A pair of Guess jeans with Guess zipper. They have a cool leather patch on the back. Nice leather stitching on the pockets. And they're long. They have a boot. They're like a blue dark wash with a slight boot leg. It's a regular boot cut. Made in Mexico, so they're fairly, I don't know if I'd call them new, but excellent condition and almost vintage. But Mexico, a lot of that stuff was made in the early 2000s. And then finally, the score of the day. And the jeans, I paid about $5.86 for them, and I should be able to pick up 30 or 40 for these. And finally, I found the holy grail of men's shirts, a Robert Graham shirt. And they're always known for that etched, embroidered signature and a crazy, colorful tag on the shirt. And a lot of vibrant colors. These do real well. I think one sold that was like this sold for about $50 recently on eBay. So I'm hoping to get 50 plus shipping. This is typical in all of these. Knowledge, wisdom, and truth. Knowledge, wisdom, and truth. And then the cuffs are really, really nice. Nice embroidery. Nice detail. And then on the other one, it's called a flip cuff because you can actually flip it up, and it has a paisley pattern underneath, which is similar to the pattern for the collar, but not entirely the same. And then you can always tell if it's a Robert Graham shirt because there are his initials on the left sleeve right there. So beautiful shirt. I'm just going to steam it. It's clean, ready to go. And I paid $2 plus tax for that. So that is my haul. I was so happy to have found this stuff. Now I've got to list it, but that's okay. It's going to be cold for the next few days. I'll just list it. I do appreciate you guys watching. I hope this video makes it. Keep your fingers crossed. Well, if it makes it, you're watching it. Give me a thumb up, leave a comment below, and go make it a great day.